Good evening, everyone. I wanted to show you what I got for my 10 days emergency supply if poop hits the fan. So, I got, oh my goodness, I didn't even calculate how much it is. So each of these cases here, okay, that case I had to take apart to get it home, but each of them have 9 liters of water. So these two blue ones are sparkling water and the red ones are still water. So recommendation is 20 liters of water for 10 days. But I have cats and maybe I can cook somehow. I mean, I have instant noodles here. So yeah, I got some extra water. Over there in the corner, I have one little pouch of cat food. I have 12 additional pouches of wet food for Maxwell. The pouches are for Maxwell. The only thing I still have to get is more of these small cans here for Burger. These are the small cans. If poop hits the fan and we do not have electricity, he will get 100-gram can a day and wet food, dry food. This is the wet food, I'm sorry, and dry food. Then I got these little where's my finger here? These little 3 packs. So there is corn, green peas, kidney beans, and peas and carrots mixture. So these are portion sized. There's the cat. There's Burger. These are portion sized so that I can use for one meal each. Over here is a whole big thing of applesauce. Applesauce can be very useful if your stomach is acting up a bit. Then I have peaches. Oh yeah, and I can actually go through a whole jar like this, even though it's pretty big. Peaches, plums, strawberries. I also got this. What's here is rice cakes, and I definitely do not have the recommended amount of starches weight wise, but I might be able to go through that much. Also, there is a chance that I still would have bread on hand from somewhere that is just regular bread that I have to eat up before I go into the other stuff. So I have 3 different, sorry, I need to look through the display here. 3 different packs of sausages. And basically I can eat these sausages cold. I do not have to heat them up. These are from different brands. So one is bratwurst and wieners and however you pronounce this. And then I have 2 packs of tofu. And these items do not have to be cold. So no refrigerating needed. That's good. So that will definitely give me protein. Also for extra protein plus fat, I have these pastes. This is a hummus leg paste, and this uses tofu and kidney beans. So this also should provide me with extra protein. What else do we have here? I have 2 cans of mandarin oranges here, and 1 can of a tropical fruit mix. This should also be okay. Go over here. So 1 big jar of yellow beans. I know that I can go for a whole jar all at once. That's fine with me. A smaller can of pickles and a zwieback. I have no idea how you pronounce this, but I think that is multiple servings in there. Also a bag of quick oats. Then you can see a jar of peanut butter. I always make sure I have peanut butter in hand because that is stuff I do not have to cool. It can just stay out somewhere. That is totally fine. Asparagus in this jar, And then 3 little pouches of almond milk. I didn't want to get more because they don't last very long and they are super expensive. These are only 250 milliliters, so it's not even a liter of milk that I have on hand, but I think for now it's okay. The worst case scenario is that I have to go through a whole liter pretty quick, like within a day or maybe the next day. There's a good chance that it goes bad the next day if I cannot refrigerate and if it's summer and heat wave. I have pineapple. I have more pineapple. I also have more applesauce. The other things that I had here shown with the fruits is I do not have more of these. I only have bigger cans like pineapple. I have multiple. I have the big cans of what is it? Peaches. And I have big jars of cherries, mostly sour cherries, on hand. I also have a second of these. This is carrots. Like a carrot salad or something. And you see the instant noodles. Then I have to go down. We're staying with the food. I got a bag of banana chips and a bag of almonds. You need fat. Also, the almonds will provide me with extra protein. Then you see sage tea. Sage tea is good when you get a cold or you feel like you're getting a cold. Make sage tea. And pears in a big can. So I think fruit-wise, I definitely have enough. I also have more of these yellow beans in cans. I still have some chickpeas in cans. I think at least 2 cans of chickpeas. I have a big can of green beans. And I have some kidney beans. But I'm not sure if I would go through a whole regular-sized can of kidney beans all at once if I cannot refrigerate anything. That's why I got these little portion-sized ones. Also, I'm not sure how well I can make tea with cold water. Just here, this is for supplements. Selenium with iodine. This is vitamin D3. This is almost empty. I have to go through it, and this is the 5,000 international units is almost gone. And vitamin B12. This pack is also almost gone, but I have new ones. I just have to check where they are. Supplements, you gotta need your supplements. Selenium is for my thyroid because it's acting up a bit. My mom takes medication for this. I do not want to take that stuff because it has really serious side effects, which I do not want to have. So I rather take selenium and B12 due to my diet, and vitamin D also due to my diet, and also because at the moment it's officially still winter. Then you see 2 bottles here. This is vinegar. Vinegar you can use as a disinfectant for surfaces to wipe them down. And the smaller bottle, I don't know what Melissengeist is in English. It has a high percentage of alcohol. How much? Where was it? There. Oh, it's not focused. 96% alcohol in here. So you can use it as a hand disinfectant, and it's also useful for, like, I think you can treat colds with it, and definitely sore muscles. If you rub it into your skin, the blood vessels will open, I guess. The skin, it's described that the skin gets warm. A lot of elderly people use that stuff on their skin. They just rub it in, and the next day they feel better. So yeah, that is also something very handy to have. Some of these items will go on a lockdown, so to say, in these 2 boxes. So I will not use the cat food pouches for now, unless I will have to replace them. And most of these items will last quite a bit, at least until summer. And then in summer I will have to start to replace stuff. I will still have to write a list of the things with the dates. and I will have to put notes in my diary, not diary, in my calendar to remind me to replace certain items. So these little cans over here, they last pretty long. Also, some of these jars will last me pretty long, but other things I have to replace more early, like the almond milk and some other things that don't last that long. But yeah, I will go through these, and yeah, I will have to lock up some of the things so I won't accidentally open them before the time has come to open them. So I definitely have stuff on hand. But like I said, the small portions are for the days when I do not have electricity, so I cannot cool anything, and I do not have water to cook. I always make sure I have potatoes in the house. I always make sure I have rice in the house. I always make sure I have whole wheat pasta in the house. I always make sure I have frozen bread. And yeah, I always have stuff there. I will always have some fresh fruits and vegetables on hand, like apples, like bananas, like onions that I can eat. But there are some essentials that I will have to keep a bit on lockdown, so I won't go into them, so I will have them on hand in case I really, really need them. So there's the case that I don't have running water. Well, will have enough drinking water, as you can see, but I will not have water to clean myself. But there could still be electricity. That means something, a big pipe is broken and has to be fixed. That can take a few days. Berlin has experienced a power outage for 5 days, I think, in December last year. At least people said that it happened. So yeah, that means no refrigerating. But if it's winter, I can put stuff on the balcony because I have one. Other people can't. They might try to use the windowsill for this, but I have a balcony. I can put stuff there. If it's cold outside, if it's summer, that doesn't work. So yeah, I just want to be prepared. If I can keep stuff cool, I can go into my bigger cans and my bigger jars. That is fine. If it's hot summer, I will have to use the smaller ones, so food won't go bad. Because if it's hot, that really can happen, and this place here heats up like a lot. So yeah, that is my supply. I always make sure I have what I need. My pantry is stocked by now, but if I cannot cook because I do not have a little camping cooker, like the little gas camping cooker thingies, I do not have one. So I'm pretty sure the instant pasta can work with cold water. The oatmeal will work with cold water. I also have couscous on hand, which also can work with cold water, worst case scenario. So yeah, that is stuff that I have. And if I can cook, then I still have rice and pasta and whatnot. So yeah, and flour to make something like pancakes or whatever. So yeah, but there are some things that I definitely need, and some of these gonna go into the boxes, and I will not touch them until the day is come where I have to replace them, and then I will eat that stuff. So yeah, I hope this gave you an idea. I mean, the numbers of like kilograms, etc. The that I found on the PETA website for vegans is like higher than the stuff that you see here. But yeah, fat, I definitely have enough fat, and I'm pretty sure I have enough protein around, so that should work. Starches, I definitely hope that I have enough fresh bread on hand when it happens. So if something happens, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope it inspired you a little. Maybe it reminded you to get some things. You never know when stuff happens. Things can happen. If you live in a remote area and you have a power outage and it takes a few days until it's fixed, you better have stuff on hand. You can be cut off by a flood. It can be something else. You know, things can happen. You can be snowed in winter. You never know. But yeah, just be prepared and always have water in hand in case there is water shortage, or the water supply gets cut off, or the water is not safe to drink anymore. Always have drinking water on hand, and I will have to find a place now to store the water that I got here. And yeah, I will have to replace that in July. One of the cases in July and the other two in August. And I think the first I have to start in June. I think the oat milk is only good until June. And piece by piece, little by little, I have to go through things. But yeah, I'm just glad that I have so much stuff on hand now. Finally, I finally feel secure now. So yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some inspiration here. Maybe I reminded you of something that you still want to get, still need. And stay safe out there, be prepared, and see you in the next video. Bye!